Good evening, good evening. There's usually a delay in my live before I actually go live, but good evening, everyone. This is Jamie Green, and back again with a conversation that I'm very excited to have. Um, I will be joined by my youngest son, Tre Morris, who is um, just a phenomenal young man doing great things in the community, and I'm very proud of him. So tonight he will be joining me here on Unmuted Destiny with Jamie Green, and we're going to talk about an event that he has coming up this weekend, as a matter of fact, and we're going to talk about the journey to that event, about his passion for what he's doing, and his vision for the future. So I'm going to be, he'll be joining us in just a few minutes. I want you guys to come on and join me. Come on and get ready to have this conversation. If you have any questions that you want to ask, feel free to put them in comments, and then Tre or I will answer as best as we can. So Tre will be joining me shortly, and then we will get started with our conversation. All right.
How you doing, ma'am?
Okay. I think I'm going to have to put on my headphones because I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on one second. So, everyone that's watching, and those of you that are going to join us, this is it's going to be a phenomenal conversation because I have a hard time getting Tre to come and talk to me on my little show. Because he's a celebrity and a legend and all that stuff, and so he doesn't really want to come on my show. Now I'm just playing, but I'm excited to have him with me tonight, and we're going to have a good conversation. All right, say something, Mr. Morris.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Mm.
it's like a delay, but I can hear you. All right, so again, this is Jamie Green with Unmuted Destiny with Jamie Green, and my guest tonight is my number two. Let's go to number one. My number two prince, Tre Morris. I'm excited to have Tre with me tonight. Um, Welcome to the platform, Tre Morris.
I'm happy to be here.
He is too funny. That's my baby. So everyone that's joining us and that will be joining in after the replay, I'm excited to have you join us and listening to this conversation, and I'm honored to sit down with my son, who is not just my son, but he is a visionary with a plan for his life, and I'm excited about that. um, Earlier this year, Tre had an event called Battle in the Berry. And for those my friends who are out of state that don't have a clue what the berry is, we live in Salisbury, and the slang for Salisbury is the berry. And it was a phenomenal event, a basketball event, and hosted one of the largest had a phenomenal crowd, no problems, no issues. It was just a great time. So now he's getting prepared to do the second Battle of the Berry, in the Berry, I'm sorry, this weekend. And we're going to talk about his journey to where he is now. All right, so let's start with this, Jay. First of all, how old were you when you started playing organized basketball?
I wouldn't say I was around like 4 years old when I really like picked up a basketball and decided that this might be something I would like to do for the rest of my life.
Yes, and then I signed you up at the YMCA at age 5, and that was the first
Mhm.
time you were ever actually on a team. and they were saying to me, it was very few boys out there, your shade on the team, and the
Close the door.
others were very excited
Close the door.
to have you playing on the team, and called you little Michael Jordan kind of thing. Um, but it was recognized early that basketball was just not something that you liked to do, but it was something that you had a gift for, that God had blessed you to be able to play. And so then you started playing at the Salvation Army at age 6. Um, and it's just been an ongoing thing for you. When you were younger, did you ever imagine that you would organize a community event like Battle in the Berry?
Realistically, no. From about age 4 to like 14, I had dreams of going to the NBA. So that was like my where my focus was at. But as you get older, reality starts hitting a little bit. Um, I just knew I wanted to play basketball and do stuff involving basketball. I wasn't really sure where that led to as far as coaching, playing, being a basketball event organizer. I wasn't really sure where that would lead, but I'm happy I've been able to do pretty much everything involving basketball, from coaching to playing to an event organizer. So that's really where I'm at right now. I'm just happy to actually be a part of the basketball community and be able to do things for my community.
Absolutely. And you've played overseas, and you've been blessed to meet and play with some NBA superstars. It's just been a blessed journey for you up until this point. So, you had dreams of playing in the NBA. I think pretty much every young man that really loves the game of basketball would have that dream. But then something happened. I think it was ninth grade that impacted you physically, that kind of made you think maybe that wasn't going to happen. And that was an injury to your knee. And you kind of wanted to give up. You kind of wanted to say, just forget it. I don't want to do this anymore. And I knew that you were in pain. I knew that you were suffering when you said those words, I don't even want to play basketball anymore, because you would play basketball rather than eat. I had to force you to stop playing ball to eat. So for you to say you didn't want to play anymore, I knew that there was you were in a lot of pain. But I and other people that saw your gift and that saw your passion for what you were doing encouraged you to keep going, to not quit, not to give up. And I'm glad that you did. Uh, Life is about pivoting. Sometimes you have to change the way you do things, but you can still have your same dream. And basketball has been there for you. What inspired you to start Battle in the Berry in the first place?
So I would say probably like the last 3 or 4 years, I've been playing on like some of the one-on-one, two-on-two platforms that a lot of people know on like YouTube, June's League, just to name a quick place. So I've been playing like on the YouTube platform for the last 3 years. I know a lot of people from my area, like they like basketball, they like the one-on-one games, but they don't get to leave the area. They don't get to go out to Delaware, Baltimore. They don't get to go to places to watch these things. So one day I was just talking to my friends. I was like, I'm gonna just throw my own event for the people that don't get to go out and watch it. They can just drive 10 minutes down the road and see the same style of basketball, the same environment, stuff like that. So when I threw the first one, it was a lot more impactful than I expected. I had babies out there. I had middle school kids that are hitting me up now to work out because they want to be in the event. It's just a different outlook on basketball in general. I had parents hitting me up telling me their kids have been nonstop trying to play basketball since the event. Um, I got adults that haven't played basketball probably since high school hit me up. They want to get back in shape because they want to be on the card. Like just little stuff like that. Like that makes me feel good knowing that my community is actually paying attention. What I'm doing is actually like reaching people.
Absolutely, absolutely. So today, I mean, this weekend, you're going to have your second battle in the Berry, and like I said, I knew this was your purpose and passion ever since I've known you, which is pretty much, all your life. Um, and I just want to drop this in here to let people know that Trevante has been a phenomenal basketball player all his life. He's not one of those kids that just play just because it's fun to play, but he is really gifted to play. And I'm not just saying it because he's my son, but it was pointed out to me early on that he had something special. But I want to publicly let everybody know that every time Trevante is involved in a basketball event, I always ask, can I play? And he always says no. So I'm publicly letting everybody know that Trevante got his basketball skill from me, but he doesn't want to let anybody know that. Okay, moving on. No comment from you, sir. All right. So let's talk about the impact in the community. The first event drew hundreds, like literally hundreds of people. It was one of our largest community gatherings. What did it feel like in that moment when you realized just how many people attended, how many people were impacted by what you did? Kind of sum up for us what you felt in that moment, because when you're working the program and working the event, you don't really see how many people are there, right? But after it was over, people started showing you pictures and videos and whatnot, and you saw the number of people that responded. You heard about the impact that it had. What was your initial response to that?
Like actually, so during the event, I started noticing it became a larger and larger crowd. Like as the games went on, the very first game that I had out there, it was more people there than I was expecting. So as, of course, as the day go on, as the night gets longer, around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I started realizing you can't stand on the court and look out anymore. Like all you see is people. So I'm like, okay, like of course it's still not hitting me at the moment because I'm still in the moment. But I'll probably say like a couple days later, as people started sending me pictures, sending me videos. Oh man, you really brought the city out, and I'm like, I mean, I appreciate it, like thank you. But it didn't really hit me until like a couple days later. I just started looking at stuff. I'm like, bro, the community reaction, like the involvement, like it really meant a lot to me. I wasn't gonna say this, but I shed a tear or two because I'm like I put so much work into it. Like me, I ain't gonna say me and a couple of my close friends, like we put a lot of work into it. So just to see it all come together, it was no drama. It was just not even the basketball part of it, just the way the community was together for an event. It was just it meant a lot to me. Hopefully I get the same outcome with this event right here, this Saturday, October 11th. Um, yeah, I was just I don't know what the word is for it, but I was excited. I was nervous. I was overstimulated. It was a lot going on, but I enjoyed the aftermath of the event.
Absolutely. And as your mom, I want to personally, and I think I've probably done that, but I want to publicly thank every person that helped you with this event, your last event, that helped you pull it together. Some older guys that have been working, in the community doing things, they gave you advice and they kind of walked you through some processes, and we appreciate that. I want you all to know that. So, why do you think the community responded so strongly to the vision?
Honestly, I mean, a lot of people have saying just off the strength that me personally myself, I give love so that people just seeing like it was a good event, a positive event. They see it's basketball related. They know I'm basketball related, so they just figured, oh, let's just go watch the game. But me personally, I think it was bigger than that. I think it was just the fact that it's nothing in my area for people to just come together just to relax for a couple hours, enjoy basketball, music, food. Like it's we don't have too many events like that around here. So I just felt like it was one of them. Let's go support Trey, but at the same time, let's go be in the community. Let's go outside. So I just feel like it was more of a everybody just coming together type thing.
Absolutely. And because there are a lot of people in your community, in our community, that respect you. Some people will never say it to you. That's human nature. But you do have a lot of respect in this community, and I'm proud to say that. Now let's talk a little bit about the vision and the legacy that you want to leave or to carry on with the Battle in the Berry. What beyond basketball? What do you hope that people take away from Battle in the Berry?
That is more than just a basketball event. I want people to look at it as a community gathering. Like when they see Battle in the Berry coming up, they like, okay, the community is gonna be there, not just Salisbury. I wanted to be, of course, I wanted to be Eastern Shore, but I wanted to be statewide. I want Delaware, I want Virginia. Like I want everybody to be able to come out when they see an event like this, not just basketball fans, not just the Salisbury, not just the Eastern Shore. I want everybody to be able to come out and enjoy it and have fun together.
Awesome. I love that. Okay. What were some of the biggest challenges in planning this second event? What are some challenges that you're facing this time?
Um, I'll probably say I don't want to say finding players because everybody wants to play, but you have to do your homework on people. It's like everybody wants to play, but everybody can't play, if that makes sense. So I gotta find the correct players, to find the correct matchups to make the games make sense. I'm trying to reach out to different cities, different towns, like so we can have a broader showing, I guess you could say, of community people. I gotta find the time for it, the date for it, the location for it. I gotta find just little things like referees, DJ, just little stuff like that, just to keep the community involved. Like, of course, you don't want to see the same things every time you go places. You get tired of it. So trying to find something new just to catch people's attention is like that was probably the hardest part of it.
And that makes sense. I totally understand that. So, what are some of the main lessons that you learned from the first event that you will apply what you've learned to the second time around?
It's always good to have more people in your corner than just trying to work things on your own because you get different opinions, different outlooks on certain situations. Like at the end of the day, like I have the final say so, but I also have a team of people with me that be like, all right, like this might look better than this, or you shouldn't do this, you should do this, like little things like that. Like that's always a good thing to have people in your corner, regardless whether they agree with you or they don't. Like that's just a part of making something better, having different opinions.
Absolutely. I love that. It's a very mature response. Okay. How was this experience shaping you, not as a ball player, but as a leader?
To see how, I guess I could say, just to see how things are shaping up with my first event. I was speaking on that. My first event, just the way that went, I literally handpicked every single matchup with that. Um, so of course it was a little shaky. I wasn't really sure how this game would go, how this would look, but the way that it turned out, everything turned out perfectly. So with that said, like now I got like an extra little kick when I feel like I got an opinion on something. I feel like it hold a little bit more weight now because the last event was just it was a total success. So I just feel like as a leader, I would say like I'm more confident in what I got to say and my opinions on things like that.
I love it. I love it. Because good leaders know how to utilize people in their corner. Good leaders don't try to do everything themselves because that's
Hmm.
ridiculous. So I'm proud of you for the lessons that you learned and learning how to change. Sometimes you see something a certain way, and then after it's done, you say, okay, maybe next time I have to try something different. And that's a
Hmm.
sign of a good leader. All right, we only got a couple, maybe 10 more minutes, and then I'll let you go. Um, if you could sum up Battle in the Berry in one word, what would it be and why?
Explosive. I say that because, like I said, the very first event was a success. It was hundreds of people out there, but it's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger. It's going to be, hopefully by next year, it'll be two times bigger than what the first one was. So I just want every single event. I just want it to get bigger and better. I want more players. I want more crowd involvement. I just want it to get better every single time. So I'm just going to say explosive.
I love it. So let me ask you this. So this first event was held
Mhm.
outside, and That's one of the reasons why there were so many people there. But it wasn't, you weren't able to control what was going on. Um, Even though there weren't any problems, there was potential because of the location. This time you're actually having the event inside. What made you feel like this time you definitely wanted to do it inside versus outside, other than it's getting cool?
Honestly, I feel like that's probably the only answer. Because of course you want the players to play at their best. You want the crowd to be involved. You want everything to just fall into place. And I just feel like with it being indoors this time, you're gonna get better basketball as far as like players. Um, because a lot of players don't want to play outside for the simple fact that you can get hurt. Like, of course, you can get hurt inside too, but you can get hurt outside. You can slip on dirt, like anything like that outside. I just feel like you get better basketball when players are inside. They're more comfortable, more relaxed. The crowd, you don't got to worry about, oh, it's cold. I'm not gonna be here too long. Um, just little things like that. And extracurricular activities, you don't got to worry about that as much in the gym because it's more of a controlled environment. So that's really the only difference between having it inside and outside.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so tell everybody again when the event is, what time it is, and where it's going to be, and how much it costs.
The event is this Saturday, October the 11th. Doors open at 5 p.m. First game probably gonna start like 5:30, 5:45 ish. Last game probably start around 8:30. Depending on how the other games go. It's at the Salvation Army on 415 Oak Street in Salisbury, Maryland. If you know where the hospital is in Salisbury, it's literally across the highway. And the entry fee is $15 per person. Kids 5 and under are free though. They're free, but everybody else $15.
Gotcha. Well, I just want to say once again, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm proud of you pursuing your dream, even though we've had life experiences that would make you want to just give up on your dream and make you say, forget this. But you always bounce back. And, I've had people say to me in different times when there was death in the family or when you were hurt or whatever, that maybe you didn't need basketball. And that said to me clearly they didn't know who you were, because basketball is what sustains you and keeps you going. One of the things that keeps you that driven, and I appreciate the gift that God has given me for that. And I'm just grateful that I can see you growing and evolving. Um, Not just, somebody that's going to be 60, 70 years old talking about when they used to play basketball at the park.
Yeah.
But actually doing something in our community. And I'm very proud of you for that. So thank you so much for sharing your heart and your vision with us tonight. I appreciate you. It's inspiring to me and to others to see the love that you have for the game and how that love has become a movement for our community. So, to everyone watching, we invite you to come out October 11th, at 415 Oak Street in Salisbury, at the Salvation Army. I was not permitted to attend the last event, um, because of my physical challenges sometimes. Um, my boys do not prefer that I not be in large crowds of people, um, for whatever reason. But I'm going to be there this time. I'm going inside and find me a little room, and I'm gonna leave people. Yeah, Mama, whatever y'all call it, will be is planning to be in much. Trey, I'm extremely proud of you. Um, I don't see any questions in the comments, uh, in the comment section, so I'm going to let you go. And again, I appreciate you taking time for this interview.
Thank you, no problem.
All right,
Bye.
have a good evening. Bye.